bayakhala bangenankomo bathi nabo bafuna ugoduka. Molweni. Halloween bethuna. Molweni dumelang thobela potani lochani. Absheng. Venda. Afternoon kanene ki madekwane. Ndi madekwane. Ndi macheron. Hayi nami ndiyaqhosha namhlanje guys. Ndifuna ukuthatha nabantu kaloku yini na. Mini yami yozalwa. Ndicela abantu ngenani. Ndizakhabe ndisitya uba aningeni kaloku. Cengani itshomi zenu torho please. Nina senikho yini nazitshomi. Nazipeto. Umuntu uyanqwamza ngebirthday yakhe. Yeba umuntu wenza into ayithandayo nini ngebirthday yakhe. Hayibo nahamba ngoku bese nikho. Ayinaba sanuba njalo. Hello Toz. Ndifumene imali camaka. Ndiza kunika ixesha sithandwa sam. Abangeni nibayi-4 qha ndizawuthini ke mna. Nibayi-5. That's why ndizonqena kwi-live emini. Because kaloku ndiyayiqonda abantu baphangela. Sharon Shiba, thank you my love. Enkosi. Thank you for the like. Thank you. Good job. Uthi sowulapha ungalike. Yhu. Kweni zenzayo. Guys, there's no reason for this live except for the fact that it's my birthday. I just thought today I don't want to be watching time. Kubona xa nsenza video. Bendileqa into yokuba ingatsibi ngaphaya ku-15 minutes because nantsi into endixheshayo these days because now I'm also back on Instagram. So ndiye ndizame uInstagram akafuni iividiyo ezinde, so ndiye ndizamele into yoba iividiyo zam Sinovuyo Sibeko Nololude Mama Enkosi sithandwa sam. Ndonwabile nyhani ke ndixelele. Ndiyayiqonda Thozi uba ndizawugxothwa. That's why ndithi nam ndiyayiqonda shem. Qha ke ngoku i-birthday tshomi nam andinandlela. Ndibawela ukwenza kanje. Because I want this one to be longer man. Kule nje ndiyaleqa ngenxa kala Instagram. Bendisatsho into yoba u-Instagram akazithathi iividiyo ezinde. So ndiye ndizamele into ibe mfutshane so that xa ndiposte kwi-YouTube ndizokwazi uposta ku-Instagram. U-Instagram uyakwazi undisherela kuFacebook uyabo. Because Facebook wam andisakwazi ukuposta ezi videos. I don't know why. Umama wam ebe-town guyzini uyandazi uba ndiyazifela ngefruthi. Maqonda uba ndiphathela ifruthi, ivarayathi, lena yitolofia, I'm mandino. Then I had grapes. I had nectarine. There are pears as well. And a fish. Mama. A fish can. That's a smoothie. Esitendini phaa edikeni. Umuntu okhulele edikeni. Phofu wasetyhume. Uzawuyazi fish kamuthi into yokuba jonga. Ayinantanga sana. Yebo. Yho. Hayi niphela. Anyway. Ibirthday yami ke guys, ne? So it looks like I might have to come back later. Because I look and this was ndedwa. And this was takatata. Wila incwadi lapha ekoloni qha. Anxiety no. Kuthiwa iyaqhina ke sami. Asazi. Bengisatsho ke guys. Maybe let me just go ahead because honestly I won't have time. Afterwards because ndinawo umoya ndingazikhupha namhlanje. Nje ke wethu yabo. To pamper myself. Umoya wami uthi mandiye kula Hawksback. Ndozonwabela. One man jive. Ndindedwa. I'll book myself a room for the night. No? I'll have a few friends join me for a few drinks. Kweza pubs amabhulu pha. Bagodukayo. Mna I'll sleep over. Because ukubone, why not? Nje man, can poso ngohili balapha ekhaya. Yebo? Ohlobo ndinxibe ngalo guys, ayikuba ndinihambelaze ne. Ndisesifuthweni. It's my practice mna ngebirthday yam. Ndazithathela isigqibo soba imini yam yozigutyula ndizikline ndizithini yabo. Ndivuke ndaphalaza namhlanje. In fact bendiphalaza for the past, it's my 3rd day today. Those of you that follow August will be fasting and cleansing since Tuesday, I think. It's the last day today. So August is gutyula phofu mna ndiyazi kaba namhlanje gqibezela izifutho zam. Ndingene kwezentlahla namhlanje so ndifutha imini yonke. Yeba? Namhlanje ndingena ndiphume esifuthweni. Siyazitshintsha. Yeba? Wena Roselina, wena Mkhanya kude, wena Vela Bahleke. Yayiva. Wena Vuma. Wena Dlula Behlezi. Wena Mavula kuvaliwe. Ndiyakuxelela. Ngelinye ixesha intlahla kufuneka uyibize man. Uyayiva? Yayazi laa nto ithi imali iyemalini. Noba nentlahla wethu yibize intlahla. Ikhona imithi yentlahla idalwe nguThixo. Iva amagama ayo. Vela Bahleke. Makathi lo boss wakho athi awukubona noba benomsindo kangana, noba becinge ntoni ngawo, avesukazibona ehleka. Umavula kuvaliwe ebebecinga uba babophile, bakhale phantsi sana, kuvuleke. Ngoku bevalile bona. uRosalina ngaliva igama, ismell sexolo uRosalina smell like perfume, ithi Rosalina, ngeva intlahla entle gqigileyo, khanya kude. Yabo, so that's me pampering myself today, guys. And then I just wanted to also to reflect, guys. No? I think it's important to reflect. There's a few, I think 2 videos I made. I was trying to reflect, but I don't think I did justice net what I was trying to do. I will still go back and make 2 more videos to complete that series. My reflection is meant to uba iphakamise umuntu ozifumana esekoneni, ne ozifumana engathi awunathemba lanto, uthembisa mphumela cama kumama, happy birthday, enjoy, inkosi. Likhona chophiso, happy birthday, inkosi. Uzibona ucingile, uzibona ngelinye ixesha uzibona useless or helpless, ubona ngekho mntu ukuthatha serious. It happens to the best of us once in a while, guys. Ndifuna uthe nkosi bethuna jongani, I still have to unbox presents. Can you imagine? There are people that don't mind driving to Ezlalini just to bring a gift, and I don't know them personally. They only know me from YouTube and Facebook. There are so many gifts, guys, and I even have tracking numbers from some of you. I'm getting ama birthday, ama wishing cards, I'm enjoying my birthday, guys. I'm truly enjoying my birthday. One of the gifts, a photo frame. I also received a book. It's somewhere. Yeah, guys, I cannot not be grateful. So I was still talking about being, reflecting and being grateful. Guys, if you can go back and check the very, very, very first video, which was, I think, posted 2020, somewhere August, I think, when I started the channel. On the day that I started the channel, I was in my room that day. And I'll be honest with you, there wasn't much, going at the time. But I just felt like, you know what, rather than sitting here and feeling sorry for myself, you get me, let me try to do something positive. Well, my life had just, taken a turn, for the better. After about 3 or 4 years of a slump in my life, After I resigned from Makana municipality in 2017, nothing, I resigned in February. It was my birthday month. I made my decision on my birthday exactly. Hence, I find myself in a situation where I have to reflect, guys. Hello, Kuta. Then because on that day I made a decision which, you know what, I can't continue living this way, you understand. Ndandiphansi kwengcindezi enkulu gqithi, you get me. A colleague of mine, you get me, had put me in a situation where I found myself under investigation for something that really was, you know, a non-issue, but it was made to be a big issue at the time. And that colleague has since passed on. Her name is Pue Kweta. But rest in peace. Nam ndizawutsho and it continue to rest in peace wethu. Even though one ndenzela into endingasoze ndiyilibale. But asithethe ngaye ke namhlanje sithetha ngam. So on that day, I came back from, I had just come back from where? From Ireland, ne? I had been invited by an old friend, Uxolile Mqhakanya, ne? An old friend I had met my very first few years of my working life. I was in Pretoria when I was working at the Reserve Bank. I met Uxolile to a friend, Zandile Masiza, who happens to be one of my best friends. And we became friends, Noxolile. He later moved on to work in Ireland, and he's been in Ireland, I think it's more than 20 years now. So he invited me to join him for a holiday that year, that December of 2016. Ne? He was like, my friend, you know, I don't feel like going home this year. So rather than, you know, coming home, the money I was going to spend coming home, let me spend it on you, book tickets for you, you get me, to come to Ireland. I was like, okay, who's going to say no to a European holiday? I went, ne? To join Uxolile. I'll try and I want to be as and be. But ezinye details zizawukhwanqisa. There are people I've become friends with through this YouTube channel that sometimes, because now they know me personally, you know, some of the things I share, people will be like, hi Bokanya, kodwa wena uthetha kakhulu. I watched you grow into your confidence here on your channel and it's now unmatched. Happy birthday. Exactly. That is the point I'm trying to make. You understand? Uguti. Go back to my first video. See the person I was then. See, you know, the lack of confidence. You could see it in my face. Even the voice. You get me? There was a lot of stuttering. There were lots of you know, I wasn't sure about what I was doing, but I was determined. And I told myself, I'm going to see this through. And here I am today. And it's just over a year, guys. For me, that is, I find that very profound, even if I say it myself. So guys, I resigned. Okay, I'm still telling the story. So I went to join Uxolile in Ireland, had a good time with my friend. He's a guy friend, obviously. You know, a part of us wanted to explore if we could, you know, be in a relationship together, because we've been friends for so long. I'm divorced, he's divorced, and he was like, you know what, we seem to understand each other. You know, I seem to understand what you're looking for in life, and you seem to know what I'm looking for in life. Why don't we try this? I see, you know, I know kwenzeka now, uyayibona. So off I went to Ireland, okay, guys. So yeah, I went to Ireland and I got there. Beautiful holiday I had, a beautiful time I had, with Xolile, who's still my best friend, and we realized in Europe, ukuthi no, it's never gonna work out between us, a relationship, as in lover, you understand, lover and lover relationship. And to save our friendship, we decided to remain friends, which we still are, very good friends. So yeah, guys, then I came back January of that year, end of January, I think. And I think I took 2 weeks before I went back to work, 2 weeks of Feb. And I got to work a day before my birthday, if I'm not mistaken. And I found internal audit in my office waiting for me. And I'm like, what? You know, when you know, see, there is like, you know yourself, uyazazi into yokuba awunalo unyawo olurongo ukubona inoba ke nguyintoni uyayiva. Lo behold, that time there's a good friend of mine, Mr. Sukula, who is in Jeffreys Bay. We have become friends through that situation. We were colleagues in the industry. He was chairperson of some district forum in Sarah Bartman then. And as project manager, I think, what was my title then? SMME, yayisithini nalaa trade and investment manager waseMakana municipality. So I dealt a lot with Sarah Bartman, and like a lot of forums during that time. So we had gone for training at Jeffreys Bay, and Mr. Sukula was invited as one of the guests at the what you call it, the seminar or training, whatever you want to call it. And I think it was the second time encountering him during, that kind of training. But we had met, at other meetings and other forums. You get me. So we were like almost like treating each other as colleagues. At that time, I had a what you call request for quotations, an RFQ out, a mini tender basically, where I was looking for people to develop a business plan. We're looking into building an alu processing plant in Alistair. So I was looking for someone to develop a business plan for us. And someone had done a feasibility study before, which one I was not happy with. I found the feasibility study there when I was employed, and I was not happy with it. So the person that actually did the feasibility study applied, you understand? And I found that this person was so in tune with the department, with my department or my unit. He knew everything that was going on, you understand? And he expected to get this little tender, né? And me and him were not gelling, you understand? And I was surprised which on the day of opening the tender box, his was the only envelope in the tender box. I was like, kanjani, you understand? Only to find which finance had changed, like divided RFQs from tender, you understand? Tender box was now downstairs, RFQs were upstairs. But no one told me. So I had not told my applicants where to submit. Oh, where to submit, ne? And I was like, how come only him knows? You understand? How did he know yena yedwa? You get me? But in any case, we disqualified him on technicalities, and I re-advertised. And Mr. Sukula is one of the people that, abasubmitayo. Uyayiva proposals zabo. So we got there at Jeffreys Bay, and I think ilento yayivala on the following Monday. It was a Friday when we were leaving, going back to Grahamstown. So he asks my colleague, ne? Because he understands the protocol. He asked my colleague to now take the envelope here proposal yakhe amdeposithele yona back in Grahamstown, because we're already here. Why must he drive to Grahamstown now? Yeah, you get me? So sisters was like, sure, you get me? So mna ndilapha kwi-passenger, sister is on the driver's side, so Mrs. Sukula is on this side, ne? Hands me ilanduka envelope, ne? Which I then hand over to ugirl, ne? Only to find out there was a picture taken, which I never realized at the time. And when I got into my office, I found it okay. Yonke lento is stemmer from that picture, ne? They showed me a picture, and I was like, yeah, this is me, ne? And then uyavezwa nomhlekazi lo, uyabona akaveli kakuhle, umuntu ovela kakuhle ndim, you understand? But you can see ukuthi there are other pictures that were taken of us conversing, having a conversation during the workshop. And sisters knew ukuthi sithi abazawulanduka abazawuhamba ne-envelope ka-Mr. Sukula, you understand? So yonke le nto iphekiwe, you understand, nje from the beginning. Mna I was not aware, only to find ukuthi the gentleman I disqualified kanti ngumakhwapheni ka-sisters, you know, nincolile, uyayiva ke. So then I was in trouble kanjalo nje. And you know, they had to check my bank accounts, and the fact that I went to Europe, it would seem ukuthi I, you know, umhlekazi lo wase Jeffreys Bay was probably bribing me, you understand? So they needed evidence. In fact, they were so sure, that's how they put it to me. And I was laughing inside, you understand? I think everyone was disappointed to see ukuthi nothing ties up to all the facts they are trying to piece together. Ne? But I was so disappointed, guys. I was like so disappointed because ugirl had become a good friend of mine. That's what I thought. Our offices were right next to each other. And I had just thrown a party for her when she was graduating with a, what you call, was it a master's degree in agriculture or something. I threw a party for her. You understand? No one thought of that. You know, colleagues, she'd been in that municipality for donkey years. I think it was my second year with her, and I managed to throw a party for her in appreciation of, you know, the friendship that I thought we had. So I was, you know, like I was taken, you know. And I also think I was also, maybe it was time, vele I was thinking of moving. It was a slump. I was not getting along with my director at the time. I'm not very good with, you know, I don't want to sound racist, but you know, Afrikaner female, when they are your boss, sometimes they can be bully. And by now, I'm sure you can tell ukuthi I may be sweet, or I may look sweet, or I may sound sweet. I am not bullyable though. I am just not someone you can just walk over. You understand? So there was that tension between me and her, because with everybody else in the department, you know, she could, you know, get her way with them, not with me. And to some, you know, that would sometimes be interpreted as me being rude. You understand? Because people are so used to being tolerant and, you know, being, I don't know, like, you know, admissible to things, you know, that you shouldn't. You understand? So I'm not like that, guys. I am just not like that. And besides, I think in J, we understand, Mauna Makehla. Yo, life kuba tough, babes. Kuba tough. Yeah, because I'm sure most of you can tell Uti. there's more masculine energy in me than feminine energy. So there were those tensions. So I was like, you know what? On the 17th of February 2017, I was like, you know what? Maybe it's time I change direction. That's what I thought I was doing. Changing direction. I thought, you know what? Let me resign now whilst I'm not under pressure and register my I had registered a company I think year before, ne? Start my company and maybe go consulting or something. You understand? I wouldn't want to do it when I am pushed. Let me do it, whilst I feel like, I still have the energy. So I resigned. Guys, let me tell you, after that, everything was just, going south for me. I would get appointed for projects, and for some, one reason or the other, there'll be an excuse later, which, money for that project was frozen. Due diligence was not, followed. Vara, very, 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 vara. And then I was like, no, it was just too many coincidences, things just not working out. Then I was like, I think beginning of 2018, I said to myself, maybe it's time to go back and look for a job. And that time, imagine I'm divorced since 2009, ne? And this is 17 now, 2018. Between 2009 and 2018, I probably had like two maybe serious relationships that didn't work out in the end. So I was ready to try another relationship. So there was Ugaike, that invited me. I'd been invited for an interview in Joburg at that time. Guys, like, you know what, I suggest that you pack a few more clothes, than just for the interview, so that you continue applying, you understand, and looking, you understand, for other opportunities here in Joburg. I was like, yeah, good idea. And I went to Joburg. Obviously I never got the job, which hurt because before that, I think for how many years of my life, I had never applied for a job and be called for an interview and not get the job. That had never happened before for me. I would even tell my cousins or my friends ukuthi mna imistake nje kamlungu ukundibiza shortlist mna for the interview. That would be their greatest mistake, because then I'm in. But after 2017, that became a blue lie. So things were just tough, like really, really tough. And now I was there chilling with this guy. Guy worked at the mines, South Deep, west of Gauteng. And he was just not getting me. He was just not getting me in terms of what I was looking for in life, what I wanted. We're just not balancing, man. We're just not balancing. He's a good guy, yeah, ukubone umntana abantu wandihlamba wandithini, because there was also a lot going on. Most of the things I talk about are from experience when it comes to ukunyanga. Ezinye izinto ezinyangiweyo apha kum ndifunde ukuzinyanga because kwakunyangwa mna. Uyayiva ke ngoku kwezonto, umzekelo ukulahlisa, ukulahlisa, ukuguqulelwa idlozi, uthwetyulelwa idlozi, ukuphehlelwa amanzi amnyama, yonke loo nto leyo, uyeva. So uGuy lona ke ndithetha ngaye, a very good guy, by the way. He tried all his best, like undihambisile man inyanga ezininzi enzazi eRhawutini ndizazi through yena. Him trying to get me to a point ukubona ba ndide ndibe right, ukubona. And by the way, uliqhwele yena qala, ukubone. So wayendiphethe man ngamayeza ndihlelele ndilonqena ukufake iyeza umthetho wam. But hey, uGuy wayesithi xa e-off lala sendiyazi intoba ndisengxakini, ndizawumelwa yi-10 litre yophalaza, wena sifutho uyeva i-N bucket yandyondya. Before sonwabe kufuneka ndiqale ndigqithe kulaa mcimbi. Ndizama ukuthi wandinceda laa mfolowana. Hence we are not enemies today, because even if we are not working out, we understand, as a couple, I think as inyang we still, look out for each other. Like, jobs I can't take, as Gauteng, I do refer people to him, we understand. Naye izinto angakwazi uzenza uyathumela kum ukubona. Like I will ask ndiyafuna uyivakele incwadi uthetha ngayo. I will ask him, ukuthi kanene into ethile, you understand, ndingathini kubona. I will tell him ukuthi ndine case so, you understand. When ungenze njani, there's something, Angel, you once mentioned in one of your videos, ma'am. Cela ungiphe the title, ma'am. No, man, it is not something, Angels. It is so you want to be a medium. So you want to be a medium, Google that, you'll find it. Very nice book, very good guidance for someone on a spiritual journey. So, but I ended up having to, part ways with him, because why understand, we understand. Yena, his thought of unyanga is like, uyalazi yeza, so dibanisa xhomfoza thini, we understand. I was like, I don't want to heal like that. I want to give people hope. I want people to look at me and see hope in me. You understand? Aphiliswe kukubona mna. You understand? I can't heal in an RDP house, and I'm not saying there's anything wrong with those that are in RDP houses and are continuing to heal. Vele ubunyanga bukho semzindongeni. You understand? But mna, for what I wanted, for the direction I wanted to take, I want to unyanga holistically. You understand? Mind, body and soul. Uyayiva? Yiza kum uthi wawundijonga ube nethemba. Uyeva? Ungafiki kum ndichophe ebhedini eme phezu kwezitena. If andikwazi uzikhupha ebugqwayibeni mna, ndiza kukhupha njani wena? Because alofuna kuqale kuphume mna ebugqwayibeni undibone into yoba le nto ndiyithethayo uba izawukwenzeka kuwe uyibona phaa kum. Uyayiva? So he was like, no, I'd be like, let's change. Masifuna indawo yohlala, because, after a few interviews not working out, I decided, in fact, let me not say I decided. Ndafikelwa, I think, sisithunywa sam, to be honest with you guys. Mna kwaphuma umakhulu emanzini, umakhulu omhle onenwele ezimhlophe thwa. Waphuma emanzini endiphethele amaselwa. Wandifundisa amakhasi, playing cards. I said ndizawugeqa amagula today, because I want to share my story, guys. Ndifuna uphakamisa mani umuntu oleleyo ocinga uba akwenzeki, akukho possible. Yeah, and I think umakhulu kwazile usondela kum, because this guy lona ke ngoku partner wam endicwangululu kubone wayisusa mani, wasusa ezo leya zezimnyama, ukubone nokubumdaka obubangela ngelinye ixesha ubuhlole bakho bungakwazi usondela kuwo. So umakhulu managed to find her way to me. Wandifundisa playing cards, mna ndixelela ngo-ace of spades or diamonds or fly, uyeva. Emaphupheni, it was around 12 midday. Ndavuka ngaloo mini. Ndabaleka ndaya my friend ndayofuna i-pack of cards. Ndandingenamali, ndathi my friend uzayifumana mani. And because sasihlala elokishini ne, yabantu umgangatho osezantsi kakhulu, and as inyanga you want respect kubantu ohlala nabo. Sasisithi ke singumyeni nomfazi. So ndithi ke my friend, man, umyeni wami ubuya kwakhe uza kunika imali, ukubona. So my friend ke, like, we were friends, good friends with my friend from Ethiopia. Sometimes I would cook for him, my friend, like we're very good friends, man. We got along so well. So he gave me a pack of cards. I went back and I sat down. Then a spreadsheet. Ne? I put down what I could remember from what I was told by Umakulu. And then a lot of other things I could not remember. I could see sequence, ne logic ukuthi imelba ithi lento ihamba ngolhlobo iqala ithi, you understand, it. Yeah, and then I was like, wow. From there, guess what I did? Imagine ndiligqirha kudala ndiligqirha, but I had never had the confidence of doing any online consulting. Uyabona? But that day I went and put up my Facebook page, uNonkwenkwezi. And this is true. I put up my Facebook page, uNonkwenkwezi. I had an iPhone. I took pictures with my iPhone. Then nje wethu kubone intwana, kubone reading cards or whatever namakhandlelenyana. Then zaphayana Facebook page, and I put myself as someone who does online readings. I got a few clients. Like I would get one client a week for me, which was like great. I started practicing on my cousins. Ne? Beyandivuka ndithi 2018 andithethe mna ngento yakudala. I started practicing on my cousins, my nieces, and people would be like, stop saying we are practicing because your cars are on point. There's a niece of mine and I'm back emakhasini ukuthi kanti utshatile usisters uzitshatisile. Uyayibona ke ngoku. So after that I got a call from uGili of SA Psychics. You can check SA Psychics. It's a website with 2 psychics. Ne? I was one of the psychics. First, in fact, I was the first African psychic to be listed on the website. I was listed there as Kanye. I'm still there, by the way, but I no longer work for them. But I think nje wethu ibrand yami iyabasebenzela, which I don't mind because he is the guy that gave me the confidence to actually, do this. You understand? On a full-time basis. And Ugili came as someone who wanted a consultation. I did a reading for him, only to find this guy is in Egypt, he's Jewish. At the end of the consultation, he was like, you know what, I don't believe in psychics, I'm Jewish, but everything you said is on point, and I feel like I need someone like you on my website. I was like, but I'm not a psychic. He was like, but I think you are. You just don't call yourself a psychic. He was like, I'll take your number. I'll list it on my website. Tomorrow you are on. This guy did that. Following day, my phone was like so busy. First month of working with Gili, my first paycheck was about 8,500 rands. Which was more than Ugai Lon Shalanai, more than what he was earning. Because now he had not found a full-time job. He was just, struggling at the time. Second month after that, I got paid, I think, about 16,000. And it was going up after that. And during that time, I approached a friend, Uwini, and I think I want to do a video with Uwini one of these days. Uwini, who is a hypnotherapist, I was like, you know what, I want to try hypnotherapy because, there's something, like, I'm not healed inside, you get me? I felt like I had so much anger bottled inside of me. I was angry at so many people that are very important to me and that hurt me. I'm starting with my aunt who raised me in Durban. And guys, if my relationship with my aunt was good, she is someone I should be talking about, like, on a frequent basis, but I can't because kunzima. Yeah, it started with me ndivuma ukugula something that, took her off. She was like, nje aka-understandi kanjani ukuthi ungafunda kangaka kanti ufundele ukuba ngunonsentana. Kuba it started there. And from there the relationship just, got worse, because ukuba nawe uzunyamezela kaloku ngizawuthini na, ukungahlonitshwa ngejeni yakho, you understand, which is a personal choice. And ndimdala, because mna ndizovuma ubizo at the age of 34, you understand. Anyone who questions a 34-year-old, I think ikhona ingxaki, ukubona, because people thought ndoyiswe bubom, and I'm becoming emotional right now. I don't want to be emotional. Like, a lot of my family members at the time thought I was losing it. People thought I was running away from reality. And I had just gotten divorced, I think. Yeah. And people were like, we see, we boom, and what have you. So, like, so many things changed. People started taking me for granted. I'm telling you about people I helped take to school, people I helped pay for varsity, for tertiary education, people I helped with everything I had, people I shared a lot with, were beginning to disrespect me. Like, I felt like I had no place even in my own home, which is why I ended up going to live with a man in Johannesburg, which was never, part of my plans. I felt like people were just free to disrespect me in my own home, and I had no leg to stand on because I had nothing. After my divorce, I lost everything. I lost everything. I had to start from scratch. And people took the opportunity to, like, when they say, last kicks of a dying horse, people took advantage of me at the time. It was really bad. My kids had no one at the time. No one was helping me with my kids. I remember Ukwezi was at Rhodes University at the time. I still, even without a job, I still had to help her graduate, which I did successfully. There was a point I was selling, after I left Makana, I was selling fruit and vegetables. I would take my buggy and then drive to Wilsonia, the fruit and veg market in East London. I would have to get there about 3, 4 in the morning, because the prices go up by the hour, and people get there early. The queues are always long. So I would leave I would leave my village around 2 in the morning to get there early and, stock up so that I can deliver for Ama street vendors in Alice. And that helped me a lot because I was able to pay for rent kaKwezi in Grahamstown. I was able to help with her tuition, because she didn't have NSFAS. Remember, she got accepted when I was still working, so she didn't qualify for NSFAS. Utamela at the time was in boarding school, and sometimes I would not be able to pay for her hostel fees, but no one cared at the time. Like, no one was helping. I had to take her the following year to her dad's in Durban, who was also not working. Utata Katamela, who's still not working today, and don't ask me why. That it just, I don't know why that man will not. But masingathethi ngaye bethuna. I don't want to disrespect anyone. But yeah, Utamela was unhappy for about 2 years. And I had to take her back from from Durban. So after, I was saying I went to Uwi, and I was like, I'm Dina anger, man. I need to deal with this because the kind of work I want to do, I wanna be seen as a light worker, who is doing, holistic healing. Andifuna uba ligqirha mna nje just igqirha elinxiba intsimbi lihambe intlombe libethe igubu. I don't wanna be that. You understand? Only I wanna be a lot of things. You understand? And I know I'm capable. So we did hypnotherapy, knowing, which worked for me. This is why I want to have a session with her, so you guys can hear for yourselves ukuthi hypnotherapy can help. You understand? Inner healing. You understand? Because some of us, all we need is inner healing. You understand? It's not everything that is going wrong because of we are loyal. Sometimes we are hurting ourselves because asifuna upholisa, asikwazi uzixolela, we are unable to forgive ourselves for our past mistakes. Some of the things that have happened to you are because of your own mistakes as well. And sometimes you allow people to disrespect you. You understand? It is how you treat yourself, or how you open up that door for people to disrespect you. So sometimes you have to forgive yourself for allowing such to happen to you. Because if you become a forever wounded person, you understand? And how can you heal when you are not healed yourself? Who can you heal? And I'm sure by now, guys, having spent this much time with you, I'm sure you can. I may never say I am completely healed, but I'm sure you can see. I'm a lot lighter than I was then. I feel a lot better than I used to feel then. Most of what I share with you is from true experience. I do not sit here now and Google or check other people's channels and see what they talk about. I sit and think about what I can share from my own experience. So this is what I wanted to impart to you today, Uguti. It is possible. Because when I set up my channel, like I was saying, even the first video, if you listen, what I said I would be doing on that video is, what I'm doing now is far more than what I said I would be doing. Enkosi wethu, Unthatile, Molweni Mongakazi, thank you very much. What I said I would be doing then is like very, it's minor to what I'm doing now. There's a lot I am doing, and it is because of you guys. When I gained 100 subscribers on my channel, I think it took me a week to gain 100, not even a week, man. Maybe 2-3 days. For me, that was more than enough. I was like, I have 100 people who are willing to listen to me. That is good enough for me. And I was able to sit down maybe on a daily basis, or maybe skip a day, you understand, a day or two, and be able to put up a video. And at that time I had a good laptop, so I could still do like what you call, I could do nice zinto. My videos, man, would be nicer than they are now, because now all I'm using is a phone, you understand. I don't even have thumbnails now, because my laptop crashed a long time ago. But that doesn't kill my spirit. I still carry on. We understand, and my clientele base has increased so much because of this channel. When I go to Joburg, for example, I'll be invited by one person, to do whatever it is they want me to do for them. And I will, tell you guys on this channel, Uti, I'm on my way to Joburg. When I get to Joburg, I'll find Uti, I have like more than 10 or 15 clients, sometimes 20 at a time. And I'll be like, do I really deserve this? Because when I set up this channel, there was not the attracting clients was not the cornerstone of me setting up the channel. It was not the reason. But I found Hutsi, because now I have this channel, you guys have access to me, and I've gained your trust, and as I even have friends through this channel, like friends I would not have met. I lost a lot of friends, like lots of friends. Going through my journey. Ukwamkela ubizo, some of my friends lost, I don't know, like became a different person to them. They could not identify, with me. So a lot of people, began to de-associate themselves with me. People I know from varsity, people I spent a good 12 years in Johannesburg as a married person. Um, and, I had a lot of friends, but, very few are left, from that time. And I don't feel like, I don't feel that gap because the work I do has allowed, me to be dealing with people on a daily basis. I don't I don't feel like I don't feel empty at all. Every day is different for me. There are walk-ins here at home. People coming, driving from East London, driving from Umtata, driving from Kumbu, driving from Tsolo, from Lady Frey, there are people almost every weekend coming by bus from Cape Town. There are two couples coming this weekend from Cape Town. Sleep over, kusetyenzwe baphinde bajike bahambe. And all of this from making a decision to, take a step, even though I did not have any confidence, and I put up a video and I carried on from that video, and I could see myself grow. And in confidence, and I've enjoyed the journey. I have the journey. I'm able to pay for school fees for my child. She is in a good school. Um, she lives in hostel. I pay hostel fees. I pay school fees. You know, I'm able to take care of that. I'm able to take care of my home. There was a time I used to ask for 100 rands, from a friend because I'm scared to ask for more. I don't want to scare people. I would be like, friend, do you have 100 rand you can spare? And that was very embarrassing for me. That would be very embarrassing. But sometimes I would be in a corner and be needing that 100 rands. But now I'm in a situation where I am able to help people myself. And yes, nowadays I find I can't say no when I have it, because I remember there was a time, and not so long ago, when I myself didn't have 100 rands. So guys, I didn't plan to be emotional, but yeah. Just so happened. It just so happened. I always see people crying on their videos, and I'll be like, they were too. Bekuthena ngakhali before. Bekuthena ngakhali before bezosikhalela. I watch a lot of Owami, if you know Owami, of Owami Entertainment, and uyathanda ukukhala sis. Uyakhala ehleli nje. But I like her. And I think she's one of the people that watched her. She, even though her work is different from mine because she's doing entertainment, covering spiritual issues, spiritual matters. Spirituality is a very difficult niche. It's a very tough niche. You can't even compare yourself to other YouTubers because, they have a lot to go with, and they have a lot of leeway. Me, I have you know, it's a very tough niche. But, you know, I learned from a few YouTubers, and I think Owami, I just liked how she engaged with her audience, and that's what I wished for. And I think I began to, you know, enjoy, I mean, to learn the technique of engaging, and I think that's what makes a difference. And Ilongevity, guys, it's not easy to stick it out as a YouTuber, trust me. It is not easy. Because even my niche, I don't think it's that well paying, but it's the consistency, you understand, that pays off. Um, so I have seen a lot of people that I started with on this niche, on matters of spirituality. Some of them last posted, you know, maybe did up to 10 videos and gave up. And I think if I'm not over 200, I'm close to 200 videos already. And it is because of your support, guys. It is because of your support, and I thank you for that. Yeah, guys. So yeah, that's it. I just wanted to come here and be like, if you find yourself in a situation where you feel like, I remember calling my mama, that time I was in that RDP house, when I got a call from Neisner, municipality, declining my position, the position for trade and investment manager. I was very hopeful because we're just two candidates for that position. Had a very fresh scar like above his eye, guy, and he's young. This guy like not having look low. He'll never get the job. Ah, he's the one that got the job. Can you imagine? Only to find out who director of that department apparently said there is no way she'll ever employ a smarter female than her, because apparently I was more qualified than her, and she was like, that would be like shooting herself in the foot. She can't. And obviously because I'm black, it was obvious Guti, they expected Guti I'm probably ANC, so she was not black. I won't say what, but she was not black, and she was not white either. So yeah, I was told that's why I did not get the job. I cried that day, and I called my mother. And mama akangumntu ozaziyo iinyembezi zami. But that day she was like, yintoni ke ngokwelilisayo apho? Ngosukungafumani umsebenzi ngowokuqala dani. Kunini waphangela? Kunini waphangela abanye abantwana bengaphangeli bona? Ubungayazi behle emntwini loo nto leyo. Yamkela wethu, akho nto ibitheni, uza kuwufumana umsebenzi. Nolukhanyo. Sukundiphambanela mna, sukuthi ndijonge kuwe, ufuna undiphelelisa ngethemba, uzandibulala mntanandini. Rha, awazi basijonge, ucinga uba ngubani, kujongwe kubani apha kweli khaya? Ungakulinga undenzele loo nto mna, sisule ezo nyembezi. Beka le fowuni, ndizaphinda ndikufowunele, ze ndifowune usalile. You know, when she called baby like an hour later, she didn't even ask ukuthi unjani ngoku. She called me telling me ukuthi hey, ngathini ndathi sendixabana nommelwane salwa ngenja e-10:10 kwathini ngathangani, and nami ke ngoku I was laughing ukubona. And that's when I decided to come home, because it was not possible to do the work I do now in that house, that, you know, that environment. I didn't want my clients to see me in that environment. So coming home, because I have a good home, I have a nice home, I helped build this home. So, you know, why ndizayohlala ebuqwayibeni ngokungathi ndigxothiwe ekhaya? I was like, azukwazi kaloku ukubone. That's what broke the camel's back. So guy felt like I was deserting him. I don't know what happened there. So he felt like I was deserting him, and because now yena he put it like because izinto zikahambela bhetere uqonda uba laxaza ngoku, you understand. But I'm sure he understands now because it's the right way to. It's just that he couldn't get me at the time. You understand? And I was like, I can't. I just can't, because he was not willing to move to a better place. And because he was like, yo, what if as clients zakho following month ungabi namali apha sesithathe indawo erent edurayo, hayi mina ndizuzifaka kuloo nto leyo, nyere like I always work you know, ndiba positive man. Xa ndifuna into yenzeke I have to act like seyenzekile, uyayiva. Ndinguloo mntu ndiyaminca, uyeva, uba into mayenzeke. And ke ngoku guys, this is where I am now. I am in a better space, a better place. I am good, guys. I am good, and I thank God for that. I am grateful. Izinyanya zasekhaya, uyeva. Athi utata ukhwalo ondiphilisileyo kwintlombe besikuyo recently wathi kubahlekazi iziphiwo azifani, because kukho umhlekazi obendigezela mna nabantwana bam ngobuyilo bethu. Yho, abantwana bakaNonkwenkwezi bayila bafuza unina wabo, yeva. And ndiliyilo ke tana, hayi andinantanga apha ebuyilweni, yeva. Ndathi ke mna ukuziphendula because kudala ithetha le nto, ndathi kuye jonga ke lala, into engazukwenzeka yintoba uthagetha abantu. Kudala ndikunyamezele, yiza kum uyeka abantwana bam, because nenza kuxelela yona yiba wena imvumi yasebhelema, uyeva. Le ndingeyiyo mna zawuphatha isiko, wena ulandela apha endlini kwam, wombelele mna njengamvumi yasebhelema. Kodwa kusalayo umntu ozawubhatalwa ngubani? Ndim ophethe isiko. Zange ndakuva kubhatala mna ukuba yimvumi, uyayiva ke ngoku. Isiphiwo sakho sesakho ayisizo somnye umntu. Uba uphiwe ukuvuma sukuqhayisa uyayiva uba ngoma sizifilishe sismall thina akwazi ucula, hayi kasimele wethu. Enye into mna nditsho kubo ndithi, guys, zini mna ndikhulele eDurban, mna khulanga zilalini, mna zanditshotshe, zange ndibhororhe. Ndandibhororha phi? Mntana mna nesikolo mna ndiquthile bethuna, bendingazukwazi. Hayi zandiculela emakhwenkwe mna, uyayiva ke ngoku. So azothi ke ngoku utata akuzifanayo, izibabalo azifani. Isibabalo sikaNonkwenkwezi sesakhe, isibabalo sikaNonkwenkwezi kukuphilisa abantu ngokunyanga, hayi ngokuvuma. Nimbona uNonkwenkwezi uyimali ehamba nje. Ndimjongile nje mna ingathi ndingaboleka i-10,000 rand apha kuye uNonkwenkwezi because ubhalwe imali. Bukhona ubuhlwele obunjalo, utsho utata. Noba unanto, bona ubuhlwele bukuphakamise, abantu bakubona ingathi unento, uyeva. Ndizama ukuthi bahlekazi abakhoyo apha ekhasini lam yenzeka loo nto leyo. Ithi kanti uThixo akakubabalelanga ezinye izinto, ubabalwele wena nolunye ubabalo olungolunye. Khangela manapha kwizibabalo zakho uba loluphi oluza kuphilisa ubabalo, ungajongi isiphiwo somnye umntu, uyayiva. Ndisatsho ke ndizama ukuthi ndifilishe into yoba ubuhlwele basekhaya bungangam, futhi ke bukhona maxa onke. Xa ndisithi appease your ancestors uzobona. Wathi umntu uTasci wathi kum, ndikhala ngenye imini yayinkomo kwakufuneka ndiyenzile ndisendiyibekile idate, but ndifumana uba akho mntu ndixhasayo. Laa nto kuthiwe yinto yakho, laa nto kaNonkwenkwezi, hayi wethu saya kulaa nto kaNonkwenkwezi, uyeva, kodwa ngumcimbi wekhaya. wathi uTasti kum, yazi uba ndixelele mna suba nalo nexhala ngenye imini izihlole zakho zawukudekela itafile yakho phambi kweentshaba zakho, iyawuba ngathi uthwele ngaloo mini. And already kukho abantu vele asebenee-suspicions zoba ndinalo intshontswane elithile. Uyayiva ke because kaloku ithi into unokwazi uhleli wenza ntoni phaa kokwabo. People don't know into yoba ndihlala up edeskini ndibeke ifowuni ndidwabe ndihambe ndibizwe emzini kungena imoto ndivumise ndihambe ndiyosebenza emzini. People still feel sorry for me, uyeva, uba ndingaphangeli, I'm unemployed. Ithi into ngelinye ixesha bayeke bakusizele, uyeva. Mayingabi into yoqhayisa mani impumelelo. Ndizayishiya apho mani because ingathi ndiyadwaba ngoku, ndiyatwera ngoku. Funa ndigqibezele isifutho because ndifuna unyuka intaba, ndiya-Hoxburg apho ndiyakhona ndiyokonwaba gayizini bangakho into izandiphazamisa. Otherwise, thank you for tuning in. Guys, continue subscribing, sharing, liking, commenting. Guys, share our videos, I think, is what helps us grow. Share our videos as much as you can, even on other platforms as well. Otherwise, that's it for now. Mama Nongwenkwezi, it's her birthday today. Happy birthday to me. Thank you, Lord. Bulela manyange. Zodla mina omangxamotha koncukatho ulana amakhonjwa kuthi bethuna. Bulelo chamo suku nodwa nguthi ogada intshabo madenge ezomxhonywa. Yini nabo nkaba nomajeko omthwembotyo ndluntsha onoqazo. Awu, ndithetha mina ngamantlane omdingi omsuthu. Ndithetha mina ngoduma omthombeni olwandle bethuna. Manibulela ubuhlwele bokhwalo ncutho sohobe. Ndithi thangana, ndithi rhila, ndithi bhodlinja, igqirha lenze mna igqirha, ndithi gaba nozinga titiba cihoshe mlanjana, igqirha legqirha fondini, ndithi jiyani nokhala gubevu msuthu, seko sempande. Bethuna, ekumnandi uba nani, ngokholekile, ciao, bye.